Welcome to the audiobook, My Alpha's Fairy Tale, by Kim Black. It's a story about a slave who, living in the pack without hopes and dreams, met a loving alpha mate from another pack. Is this really a happy ending? Is it that simple? Narrated by Angela Clark. Prologue. Quick note. I wrote this story a very long time ago. I was still at the very beginning of my writing journey, and I was never one to double-check before publishing, so grammatical errors will be found, and for that I am truly sorry. I'm a very lazy person, but I'll be trying my best to edit and fix all the errors bit by bit. Anyhow, I really hope you enjoy this story. Slave. A word I've been hearing for the past 10 years that I had completely forgot what my real name was. My money-driven parents sold me to the alpha of the New Moon Pack when I was 10 years old, and in return, he paid them a fair sum of money. "You're just a worthless human," was their reply when I asked them why they were giving me to him, and since then, I've become the New Moon's slave. They would all beat me whenever they felt like, and always order me around to do their chores. I lost all hope in life and wished to leave it as soon as possible, but something is making me hold tighter to my life whenever I wanted to end it, and I sure hope it's worth it. Chapter 1. "Slave!" I heard Drake, the alpha, call from the living room. I immediately left the dishes I was doing and practically ran to him, bowing my head as I entered the living room. I have to be respectful and not utter a word, or else he'll hurt me. He and Brittany, his mate, were sitting on the couch watching TV with his arm on her shoulders. "My mate is hungry. Go make us something to eat, and don't you dare even think about tasting anything," he yelled in his alpha tone, making me flinch a little. I bowed my head again and made my way back to the kitchen. I decided to make some macaroni and cheese since that's what Brittany, Drake's mate, liked the most. In 15 minutes the macaroni was ready, so I took both plates on a tray with 2 cans of soda, since Drake must have something to drink with his meals. I made my way to the living room, but looks like I had really bad timing. Both Drake and Brittany were in a heated make-out session, but stopped when they sensed me. I saw Drake turn around as he had his back to me, and his angry expression wasn't gone unnoticed. He growled loudly, obviously mad that I ruined the moment, and before I could even get the chance to process anything, Drake had his hand around my throat, raising me off the ground, making the tray of food fall in the process. I whimpered lowly, knowing that if I protested, yelled, or cried, the beatings will just be worse. With his hand still choking my throat, he made his way to the kitchen and out of Brittany's sight, since she doesn't like the view. Once we reached the kitchen, my body was hardly thrown against the kitchen counter, making my hip hit the edge. Pain shot through my hip and right leg, and I couldn't feel it, as if it went numb. I didn't get a chance to get up when Drake's hands and legs were making contact with every part of my body. He kept kicking my stomach and punching my face. I knew that I'd have some broken ribs and swollen face after, probably a broken arm or leg as well. You might think that it's okay, as I would heal quickly like any other werewolf, but that's the thing. I'm not even a werewolf. Even though both my parents are, but I was born without the werewolf gene. And that's basically the reason why I was sold to Alpha Drake. My parents, being the Alpha and Luna of the Dawn Pack, they were ashamed of me and couldn't accept me as their daughter. Well, that's all in the past now. I cried over them enough, and I don't think I have any more energy to feel anything anymore. When Drake finished, he gave me one last kick to my side before demanding that I go clean up the mess in the living room and prepare food all over again. "And think next time before you make a move," he spat and left, probably making his way to Brittany again. I heard giggling from outside and knew it was Brittany. Not long, I saw Drake carrying her bridal style, making his way upstairs. I couldn't help the tears that threatened to fall from my eyes. I wish I had someone to care for me and love me, too. But I know that will not be possible. I'm just a human, and I don't think humans have mates. I slowly tried getting up, holding the counter for support. My body was aching and blood seeped through the cuts and scratches Drake gave me. My right leg tingled, and whenever it touched the floor, I couldn't just cry out in pain. I had to go do what I was told to do, so I'm not beaten up again. I carefully made my way to the living room and started cleaning the mess. Thank God that no one from the pack was here today, so that I'm not hurt by someone else. They all had a school trip for 2 days and 1 night. Even the beta and third in command left with them, leaving only the alpha, his mate, and me. I finished cleaning and went to prepare food again. When I was done, I took the tray and went upstairs, standing in front of Alpha Drake's room. I didn't know what to do. How was I supposed to know if it was a good time or not? "Just leave the fucking thing and leave!" I heard Drake growl before I could think of something to do. I quickly placed the tray on the floor and tried hard against my aching leg to reach my room, which was actually an attic in the ceiling. I couldn't complain, though. At least it was better than sleeping outside in the cold. I was barely able to make it to my bed before collapsing, and all I saw was darkness.